Welcome back from the break. This is our fifth and final module of our Microsoft Virtual Training Day implementing hybrid infrastructure. In this module called Hybrid Security, we will have a look on things like how we can take advantage of Azure management and security technology to have a look that our servers have the most recent updates installed and are compliant with our company policies. So let's have a look. In this session, we are going to talk about hybrid cloud security. And we're going to have a look how organizations can take advantage of cloud security from Azure for their on-premises or even multi-cloud systems. We are again going to use our demonstration company Tailwind Traders, which represents everyone and no one at the same time, to make some examples of how you can actually implement hybrid cloud security in your environment and take some advantage of what the company and organization can actually do. So to get started, again, I want to quickly highlight a couple of the requirements Tailwind Traders has. And again, in this session, we're going to talk about and focusing on security. Now, Tailwind Traders, as mentioned before, is a company which goes in a hybrid environment, meaning that they are moving some of your workloads to Azure, but for other reasons, some of their workloads need to stay on-prem. So they, for example, have workloads which can't move to Azure because there's no network connectivity, or they have a bad latency to the next Azure region, as well as some data sovereignty challenges as well, where they can't store data outside of their premises or outside of their country. Now, however, Tailwind Traders wants to take advantage of the Azure cloud security because they saw how advanced their cloud security services in Azure are, and they want to use the same set of tools to all secure their on-premises workloads as well as their cloud workloads running in Azure and even at other cloud providers. So we're going to have a look on which hybrid security technologies Tailwind Traders should use for their environment. So in this session, we're going to have a couple of different scenarios Tailwind Traders will have a look at, and some of the challenges they're actually dealing with today. And we're going to have a look how they can solve these challenges using some of our Azure services. So the first one we are going to have a look at is how can Tailwind Traders ensure that all their servers in their hybrid environment have the most recent software updates installed. If you're a server admin, you know which are responsible for patching your systems, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very difficult to actually make sure that all the systems have the latest patches installed, that they're actually automatically patched, especially when they're running at multiple different locations. The next thing we're going to talk about is how they can manage their hybrid cloud environments and their servers and their systems to check that all their configurations are compliant with their company policy. We're also going to have a look at how they can actually see if important files on their hybrid cloud compute workloads have been altered. So we're going to check with, for example, different security tooling to make sure that if there is a security threat, we can actually detect that. And then last but not least, we're actually going to we're going to have a look at how they can take advantage of the event logs of your Windows systems or also syslogs of your Linux systems in a log analytics workspace, and then actually scan the environment through these logs and have different information and take advantage of that, and then from there even create alerts to see when there's something happening. So these are some of the scenarios we're going to have a look at. With that, we are looking at the following technologies. In this session, we're basically looking at Azure Update Management. We're going to have a look at Azure Arc Enabled Service, especially together with Azure Guest Configuration